The first result that we can assess is for sulfur reduction. Sodium thiosulfate and ferrous ammonium sulfate are two chemicals found in the SIM medium. Sodium thiosulfate is a potential source of sulfur. If a microbe can reduce sulfur, then hydrogen sulfide is produced as a byproduct of that reaction. The hydrogen sulfide reacts with the ferrous ammonium sulfate to form ferrous sulfide. The ferrous sulfide is a black precipitate that can then easily be observed. The next result to be assessed is for motility. If the SIM media has shown a positive result for sulfur reduction, then typically motility is not assessed, as the black ferrous sulfide obscures our view of the microbes. When trying to assess motility, it can be useful to compare the incubated tube to an uninoculated tube. Here, the tubes have just come out of the fridge, so I am wiping off condensation. E. coli is expected to be positive for motility, but it is not a clear observation in this case. Perhaps the incubated media looks a little cloudier towards the top of the tube. The cloudiness would indicate that the microbe has spread through the media. The final test is to determine indole production. The media contains the amino acid tryptophan. If a microbe can utilize tryptophan as a nutrient, then it will have the enzyme tryptophanase, and indole is a byproduct of this reaction. Indole can be detected through a reaction with the chemicals found in Kovach's reagent. In this case, we want to add 2 to 3 millimeters of Kovach's reagent on top of the media. We will use rulers to measure and mark the tubes. The small divisions seen here are millimeters. Hold the ruler to the side of the tube and mark 3 millimeters above the surface of the SIM media. The SIM tubes are subcultures, so we do not need to worry too much about contaminating the tubes. However, the Kovach's reagent is toxic and needs to be handled with care. Taking precautions not to spill the reagent, use the pipette to add the Kovach's reagent to the top of each tube, up to the mark. Return any unused reagent back into the bottle. The indole reaction can happen quickly, but it is common practice to wait up to 5 minutes to conclusively determine the result. A positive result is a pink or red coloration in the reagent layer. A negative result is the lack of a pink or red color, with no color change from the original color.